Hello and welcome, the Innate Gamer here, and in this episode of Flashback FIFA, I'm doing the 2003 to 2004 unbeaten Premier League side Arsenal. They went the whole season without losing, and that's pretty amazing, to be honest. So, a lot of these stats I couldn't actually find, because trying to find 2004 FIFA, 2005 FIFA, 2003 FIFA, very difficult to find the stats. So on Henry, Fabregas, Clichy, Touré and Cole, I've sort of had to make it up. Whereas the legend cards, a lot of them are legendary because of their time in that side, and so they should be roughly right. Let's start with Arsenal. Henry, 90 pace, 90 shooting, 83 dribbling. Just wow, to be honest. I mean, give him the ball anywhere, he'll score. Give it to his feet, he'll dribble past people and then score. Basically, he's just going to score a bunch. He looks like the sort of player that the over-the-top through ball would be absolutely made for on this game. And with my centre-forward Bergkamp, 83 pace, 88 shot, 83 passing, 87 dribbling, pass it to him, go past a few players, long shot, goal, go past a few players in the box, nice tidy finish maybe, or just playing it over the top to Henry, or feeding that nice little pass out to the wingers. 83 pace isn't the greatest, so that's why it's really good that he's in that centre-forward spot. He'll be in the little pockets of space where pace doesn't matter. So now let's start with my left mid. Pires, 86 pace, 86 passing, 86 dribbling. Run down the wing, go past a couple players, whip in that fantastic cross to my striker or centre forward. Or go inside, the 86 dribbling and nearly 80 shot. You could go inside and, crack a few shots off. I'm sure you'd do well enough. Again, looks a really good player. Normally a right mid on this game, but in that season he actually played as a left mid, despite being a right mid now. So Vieira, the absolute midfield tank, take it off the players with that 88 defending, take out the goal kicks with that 83 heading, dribble past a few players and just catch up everyone with that 84 pace. So good for a centre mid. He'd be my sort of CDM, sit in the hole, and he'd be so good. And nearly 80 passing, he'd be spraying off passes left, right and centre. Now, Fabregas and Clichy also, I have to tell you, the players that they would be is actually Gilberto in the centre mid spot, and the right back would have been Laurent, but they're not on the game anymore. And so Fabregas and Clichy were actually in the squad at the time, so I've just put them in as 274 silvers. I'm sure they were pretty good even then, the players they turned out to be, so I'm sure they were good as young guys, and I hope that's good enough for you. I couldn't really do anything else, but to be honest, they still look like solid players. 79 shot, 83 passing, 82 dribbling on a silver, pretty tasty. He'd be playing off those through balls to Ljungberg, cross the pitch balls to Pires to run onto, and those through balls to Henry to put away, and just finding Bergkamp in space. It looks like a really good player. Now Ljungberg, 85 pace, 80 passing, 83 dribbling, probably one of the weaker players in this team along with Fabregas and Clichy. However, still looks a solid player. I'd be more than happy to have him in my team with 85 pace, 83 dribbling. He could go past players pretty easily, nearly 80 shot again, would probably be able to get those goals, and just looks a really nice little player to have. Clichy right back, 88 pace, 70 defending, 70 dribbling, 70 passing. Up and down the pitch all day, putting in the occasional cross with that 70 passing, and good enough defending not to be completely out of space. Touré, big and quick as he is now, but just that little bit better. 83 defending, 83 heading, 75 pace, catching up, muscling players off the ball. Probably a weaker version of Sol Campbell, just a slightly less good version, because Sol Campbell's stats, nearly 80 pace, 85 defending, 89 heading. Could you imagine him at corners, just nodding them in time after time after time? Now, who would be my corner taker, actually? 79... it might actually be Pires to take my corners, I think. He'd be putting it onto Campbell and Touré's head, and they'd be nodding it on. Even Vieira would probably pitch in with a few headers. Could you imagine them three in the box? It'd be absolutely godly. So now, Cole, again, 87 pace, 80 passing, 85 dribbling, 82 defending. Looks a great all-round left-back. Up and down the pitch, and then with that 80 passing, could probably whip in a few really nice crosses. And 82 defending, he'd be so good at covering the back. Imagine that that back four. I don't think anyone would be getting past him. Jans Lehmann, those stats, pretty godly. 86 diving, 85 handling, 82 kicking, 85 reflexes, 88 positioning. It's all about the positioning and reflexes. He'd be really good at the positioning, finesses, they'd really struggle to get past him. He'd be in just the right place. Reflexes for those close range shots, you know, he'd be able to stick out a hand and put it away. And the handling, just, you know how a lot of players on this FIFA, they sort of punch the ball away? He wouldn't, he would just catch it. And that's what I love about this guy. And that 82 kicking, really good. And I reckon with Youngberg and Pires, he'd actually be able to find them on a lot of space in the wing, round the back of their left back and right back, running into space. And I think that'd be a really good tactic in this team. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Flashback FIFA. If you do have any suggestions for other squads, please do leave it in the comments down below. This was in fact a suggestion in my last video, and I've gone and built it. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all tomorrow.